to do. Having lots of fun. The rabbit is number one. Show and twist God's love, and with God's love he can do it all. If you don't mind, hit that follow button and subscribe. The stream is starting soon. Come watch the rabbit, let's watch the rabbit, bringing entertainment to me and you. Come watch the rabbit, let's watch the rabbit. It's not hard to do. Get ready because the stream is starting now.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another JRabbit87 stream. I'm your host, JRabbit87, alongside my hashtag wonderful wife, Firebyrd10.
Yeah.
I hope everybody's having a good night tonight, and I hope you guys have your reading glasses on and are ready for some late night literature club. Why did that come out all rednecky? Oh, that side?
For now.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as I put this on the charger, I'll get over there.
Okay. Blow. Yeah, I hope everybody is ready. We're gonna get back to our playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. We are in Act 2, so sensitive viewers beware. This is a very mature game. So this is a very mature stream. Before, of course, we get into that, let's get into our commands. As always, we are sponsored by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He has blessed both me and my wife extremely greatly. We want to make sure that we return his blessings by giving him all the honor, glory, credit, and praise that he rightfully deserves. Also, did y'all know that it is Small Business Saturday?
Yeah.
And you can help us with our small business, well, her small business of Mary Kay. If you would like to get some Mary Kay yourself, feel free to grab that link and head over to the website, view to your heart's content, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact my wife about it, and if she can't answer your questions, she will find somebody who can. Mary Kay. Of course, other ways that you can help Small Business Saturday is, of course, by dropping a good old-fashioned subscribble or donation right here on Twitch as well. But we'll get more into that a little bit later, because we also always want to say a huge thank you. Thank you to everybody that joins us today. It means so much to me that you guys take time out of your day to come and hang out with me. Also, a huge thank you goes to our supporters. Thank you guys. We will get to your names individually at the end of stream. Discord. We have one of those. If you have not joined the Discord and you would like to, feel free to grab that link and come join us over there. We've got tons of chat rooms, and we just love to see you over there. Another place that we would just love to see you is over on YouTube. If you'd like to catch some of our past live streams, feel free to grab that link that I just posted and join us over there. If full-fledged videos aren't quite your thing, then you can grab this link that I just posted in the chat and join us over on the land of TikTok, where we have highlight videos. Last but not least, as I said, it is Small Business Saturday, and the perfect way for you to help promote a small business here for me is by showing your support, and the ways that you can show your support are now in the chat. Do keep in mind that I try to make sure that nothing's required, but everything is very much appreciated. With that, we can get into the game. I have changed our wallpaper to the chibis. So I am actually kind of interested Two, to note that even though in, Doki Doki, we can't, we don't have Sayori right now, but we can still do Sayori related things.
Hi, Nick.
Hey, welcome in, Bruda. We can still do Sayori related things in on this desktop area. The two greets. T is listening on in the background. Okay.
Hi, T.
Remove the microphone right there. I remember they said something about it being too loud last time. So we're going to go ahead and turn it down to 15. I'm also going to do that so I can hear you better. Okay, if for any reason the does my desk T impression. Hi, Amanda. We love you, Nick. If for any reason the sound is bad, please let us know.
Yeah. Not auto save.
Huh?
Yeah, no.
It's not letting me.
Oh no. Oh well. We can go from here.
Okay, we'll have to go from here. I think... I don't remember where we were either. How far away from this?
Day 2. So
Oh.
it shouldn't be that far.
Okay.
Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Usagi. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. Oh no, the glitching begins. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Usagi. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway. Now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read.
Well, I can't really say no either way. Monica, you cheeky monkey, don't block the text. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait. I didn't mean it like that. Ooh. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Oh yeah, this is where it starts tilting.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Never reads it. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there?
Wow.
Act 2, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't even think about that. Anyway, let's just skip that one.
She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Point.
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you breaking up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. Manga is literature. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that, Phil. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, you soggy. Consider this a lesson. Don't judge a book by its cover. Again, Act 2, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. I'm leaning more towards Monica as my favorite, but Natsuki's cutscenes collectively may be my favorite both from this and my first playthrough I watched. She's fun. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. Don't just say that. It's not like I wanted it or nothing. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Huh? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, I bet she'd like Fruits Basket. Yeah. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can't talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? So, this is one of the Natsuki special scenes.
Oh, because we geared the point more towards Natsuki.
Yeah, and since, last time we went all Sayori, this is where we would have been. It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Question mark. You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? It's definitely very fun to share interests with friends. Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the out of me if he found this. This, obviously, if you couldn't pick up by now, the black writing, if we were to just go to her roots in Act 1, it doesn't have this black writing. So, that is something I'm going to also, to kind of explain. In Route 1, there is none of this black writing at all.
Right.
This is all new stuff for Act 2 to make us...
Right.
Yeah.
It's part of the scare factor.
It's part of the scare factor and make us think that, because she's supposed to go from being cute and cuddly to being more of vulgar and,
Right.
and yeah. What's funny is there's a large percentage of manga that are definitely not for kids due to the violence and cursing and such. That is very true. Same with anime. I mean, there's so many... Like, I've heard so many people be like, anime's just, it's just cartoons for kids. And it's like, no.
That's because there's a company called 4Kids that makes it kid friendly. That's not the original series.
At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it's paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? I remember 4 kids, they'd replace the bad stuff, like even Sanji's cigarette, because it became a lollipop.
Accurate.
So? Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki? Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Act 2.
Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay?
Are you okay, Nat?
Here.
Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give him... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth.
Don't worry, Usagi.
This is most likely not a protein bar. That is most.
She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now?
Alright, so I'm thinking Natsuki, Monica, and Yuri.
I'm fine with whatever you choose.
I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. You're right, Monica. Eyes and mouths becoming black blurbs happen to people all the time. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and maybe go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. So, it is the same. I think it's maybe the second day or third day that they change. Nat might low-key be the most into us of all the girls, and in a wholesome way too.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into this than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Hi, Usagi. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Am I creepy yet?
Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Usagi. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. If all the girls were never tampered with, I wonder which ones would like the main character in a non-platonic way. Don't know. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Usagi.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know. Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. And I believe, yeah, it's just a hole in her wall. We've already seen this one too. I think. No, actually, okay. Just in case we haven't, hole in a wall.
It looks like maybe a continuation of the first one.
But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on a flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
Interesting. So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
Oh, an epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Last but not least.
Da, da, da. Da, da, da.
Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah? Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have stood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing out of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I believe that was the same one, too.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Yasagi.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Music is getting progressively more twisted. #unsettling. Yeah, she can't hear it, but yeah, you're not wrong. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out that way. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
Huh. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. And Usagi did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Usagi liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Eh? That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Usagi appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Usagi started showing up.
Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you.
Taking,
That was good.
taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Look who's talking. You want to be edgy person.
Edgy. Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know.
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Whoa, be careful, or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Usagi hear everything you really think. Yowie wowie, calm down, ladies. You're not being very dojo right now. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Oh. Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me as if she just noticed I was standing here.
Usagi, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
I think are we siding with Natsuki or Yuri?
Yeah, let's say we can't choose Sayori this time. We have to choose Natsuki or Yuri. Yuri? Hashtag Nat. Oh no. What does T say? Because we have a tie break. We need a tiebreaker. T says Yuri. Okay. Oh. Okay. How about Natsuki? Yuri? Natsuki? Natsuki. Yuri. Yeah, this is supposed to happen. Natsuki. Natsuki. Ah!
Dot. Hey Usagi. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay?
Monica says T.
Fair. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. No. She quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri?
I didn't mean it.
I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did.
Usagi, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Dot dot dot.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. Is Yuri the oldest? I think so. I'm not 100% sure if she is, but I think she is. I don't think. Honestly, it doesn't say which one who is. The only thing that it gives any of us is that Natsuki is the youngest, because she says something about her being the youngest. I don't believe it says anything about the others, other than Yuri has a mature. Like they do talk about her having more of a mature figure, but yeah.
You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out.
I feel like it would go Yuri, Monica, Sayori, and Nat.
That sounds right. I'll wait for you to be done. Dot 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 dot. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Usagi. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you understanding.
Glitch.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh no. Oh, no, 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 no.
So, yeah. She didn't have much of a choice, did she?
Are we going for Sayori's turn?
I was thinking we did get a picture. So we did get a new. Yeah, we did get a new.
Yeah, it is new. I thought it was. Oh well. Really? Another product recall?
All the product recalls.
Everything's being recalled.
Can you hear me? Dot text. There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing. Writhing? Is that right?
Which one?
Right.
Writhing.
Writhing. Writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, alistum, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape. Uh, huh?
Judgment.
Elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find into their willpower, starving them all motivation and desire into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. attributions.
Happy thoughts stop changing. Oh, what's
That's we already saw that one. I don't think that there's. This is all.
four words left?
Oh, hey. It's winning words. Okay, let's go back.
That's cool.
It was only partially your fault.
Oh wow. I'm pretty sure tragedy is one. Yeah, tragedy is one. It disappeared. It didn't disappear.
It did disappear, yes.
Let's go black now.
I had to step away for a sec. What were those documents? Basically, one of them was just a poem talking about Monica untying knots and stuff. And then when we started the game back up, this part of the game, instead of saying this game is not for the easily disturbed, it said it was only partially your fault. You're welcome. What's up? Yeah, and again, it doesn't look like it's doing a thing. It may not be. I don't know. I don't remember when we're supposed to do that to get the stuff. So. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting. What? Oh. I thought you were trying to tell me somebody wrote something again.
Sorry.
You're fine. Another time passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Welcome back, Usagi.
Ah, hi, Yuri.
Hi, boob.
I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room.
About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess.
Yuri, you look a bit out of the ordinary today.
I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it.
Usagi, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and, sorry, what am I saying right now?
Hey, have you guys seen Monica?
No.
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her.
No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So,
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? Me Bulls, Cellcloth, Blindsight, Lifeline, Anon, receptively, faultlessly, offered, Shklomere, Nade, Catholic.
The mouth.
Oh, yeah. I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Hee.
No, not at all. I don't hate you.
Haha. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Nat has such a way with words. Meow, meow, meow. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are. Gary.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri.
You should play something for us sometime.
That's...
Monica looks at me.
Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
That sounds cool. When the actual song plays, I might mute my microphone and turn on the TV so you can hear. I look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Usagi.
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure on her or anything like that.
Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. I hope this isn't a spoiler, but doesn't a certain someone sing the song? Yes. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet.
Usagi, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
Well, I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday,
She's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there.
What's the story about anyway? And yes, we did get the Natsuki thing. So,
Poor Nat, she needs a hug. Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. That checks out. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Here you made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Usagi?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because this world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. Totally not true. Because Jesus loves us so much that he died for us. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest in or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people.
So, I wonder if... Nope, you don't get it.
Let's let a couple of lines go, and then we'll... So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Oh, let's see.
Yeah, no?
Nope.
That's... I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but...
What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I stay here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just bathing. That's you.
Oh, Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess this makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm, holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. And now we get the special Yuri scene. Kind of. I do the same with my right arm on the side of the book, right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready?
That was my turn.
Oh, sorry.
Are you ready?
Eh?
To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me so I can turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
Eh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking of the way she second guesses things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So, I don't know why that came into my head.
Yuri, are you feeling alright?
Eh?
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about?
Usagi? Did something happen just now?
Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our points with each other?
Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Well, it's not terrible. Monica always shows up at the most interesting times. But it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was good as your last one, I would be completely ticked off. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really different from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it.
Oh, wow.
So that way you guys get a good... This is, it's a code. I don't know what the code is, but...
I can look it up.
Yeah. So yeah. It's not like I was waiting for you or anything, but Baka. Usagi. Why didn't you come read with me today? Here we go. We're about to get it. The special Natsuki jump scare. So be prepared. I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead. Okay. You don't hate me, Usagi, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. The blood from the eye. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me! Who should I show my poem to next? So, that is... Well, that is the closest we get to a Natsuki death scene. We get a Yuri death, or we get a Sayori death screen, we get a Yuri death screen. But when it comes to Natsuki, Monica just says she deletes her. So that's the closest we actually get to a Yuri death or a Natsuki death screen. And the only way to get that is by doing Natsuki first. Like doing a poem for Natsuki first. And then no matter whether you go Natsuki or you try to go Sayori, this time you always are forced to go with Yuri.
Hi again, Usagi. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess. A lot of folks didn't think Natsuki died.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, there you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright. Great job, Usagi. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism.
I feel you, Usagi.
Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
Suddenly, the door opens.
Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flash, expand, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless. So it is the same one. The noise, it won't stop. Violating. Yeah. Violent, grading. So basically it is the same one. There was a little bit of, like playing a knife on a breathing rope cage. Delete her.
Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything.
Please help me.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Is that Sayori? Do we know?
It's Monica. She's trying to reach out to us, the player.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole thing is Monica realizes she's in virtual and she's trying to reach out to the actual player.
Okay. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath.
I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there's some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything.
Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7-hole stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times for every time it ticks every second time, a bolthead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world.
A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though.
You have unlocked a special poem. Today, I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how blank feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one, though, so I don't think I'll be doing it again, unless I decide to unalive myself. I'll left a memento of the occasion below.
Oh, wow. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
If this is about the festival? Oh, those noises. I'm glad that you can't hear this.
Well, sort of.
The sound of a rat? Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well.
Okay.
I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Usagi joined and we've started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know?
What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage.
Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do.
I agree, Nat. We don't need more.
So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Usagi?
Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Usagi to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Usagi joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Usagi isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words.
That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Usagi want to get more members too. Right? Dot dot dot.
Dot, dot, dot. I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation,
No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did?
but that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything.
Usagi, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it?
Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it?
In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join.
Monica sits down and stares at her desk.
What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake?
Dot, dot, dot.
Now you've done it, Natsuki.
What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest?
It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Usagi, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I would have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki.
Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom.
This is bad. I don't know what to do.
Well, do you have an opinion on the festival?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she unalived herself.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Fair.
That was blood coming out of her eye.
That was blood coming out of her eye. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Usagi?
Okay, so it's not gonna do it. In the original version, when her eye does that, if it would start leaking at this part right here.
Oh, okay. What do you want to get out of this club?
Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decided giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place.
I see. I really agree with you. Each member... There it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's the... Yep.
Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well.
Alright. Well, maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods.
Hey, Yuri? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Usagi? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Usagi before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president.
Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest.
Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom.
Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Usagi, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why, wait, not yet. No, stop it!
And we're back. Got more pictures, probably just her. Yeah, I got the wheel. Mm-hmm.
Halfway out of the announcement?
One of 11 special poems. It selects 3 special poems to appear when it started for the first time. The first concept sketch of the complete cast drawn by that person reveals a file password. Oh.
Oh, for any anomalies.
A simple character sheet of Natsuki's initial design. In Act 2, experience Natsuki's Play With Me scene. Very nice. I hate this. I can't do anything, nothing, no matter how many times you play. It's all the same. It'd be really, really easy to unalive myself now. But that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is it so hard? Yeah.
Go.
Huh?
Can you go back to the can you hear me text? Okay, it's just the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, overtime? You think?
Yeah, because we still got 20 minutes. What are we gonna do in 20 minutes?
That's why I was gonna see if they wanted to go ahead and wrap up, or if they wanted to, what they wanted to do.
They
So,
may also be in an ad break.
it's very true. It may also be in an ad break.
Well, now you're in my business.
I don't know. We're cool both ways. It's been a great stream.
Okay. So I'm gonna say overtime because I don't want to just. I kind of don't want to end it here. I don't want to just sit here for 20 minutes.
Okay.
So let's keep going and going until after overtime. Unless you're ready to end it early.
No. However,
Is this gonna end at 2?
this is gonna end Act 2.
That would be a great place to end the stream, actually.
Maybe. My only concern is when Act 3 starts, there is no saving the game.
Okay.
I think you can still exit. I don't know.
Well, okay, so when Act 2 finishes, is it like when. Is it like the same when Act 1 finishes, where you quote unquote start a new game?
Yes, ish. I believe so.
Okay.
I think. No,
Oh.
no, it isn't.
Okay.
Because
So is this gonna be close to the point where we'll need to just keep playing until we finish?
I want to say it's a very strong possibility. Um, that's what I was going to talk about,
Okay.
and give the options and all that, because I'm just spoiler warning for anybody that hasn't already seen this game played. So in this next day, this is the last day before the festival, before the weekend,
Right.
before the weekend. We are going to be forced to go with Yori, but she doesn't come to our house.
Okay.
And instead, she ends up unaliving herself, and we spend the weekend literally looking at her corpse before Monica comes in and is like, you know what? No, sorry you had to do that. Let me fix it, and restarts everything over. But it's Act 3. And it goes right, if our memory serves me right, it goes right into Act 3. There's no load or nothing like that. It just goes straight into Act 3.
Can we save it right before the weekend?
I can certainly try. So actually, yeah. If we don't save it right before the weekend, we can at least save it right before we enter the prompt that will make her do what she does. So we're gonna play through this until we get all possible scenes right. I don't remember. So it depends. So right now, our goal is to just play through it normally. We're not concerning ourselves with getting every special thing. We're just playing through it normally. If there is enough interest from you, T, and Amanda, then I have no issues replaying the game to try to get some more of the other things and all that. But this first playthrough is just normal playthrough. We're not doing like any of the we're not really going to do all the things we need to do to get all the scenes and all that good stuff.
Fair, says Nick.
So we can either stop here or we can keep going until that thing. You want to keep going? 3 and 4.
Will we have to?
Well, once we get to Act 4, we can save again.
Oh, it's just.
It's just Act 3 we can't save.
I'm having fun actually. I never thought I would have fun with a horror game.
And there's got to be a way to actually. Now that I think about it, there's got to be a way to exit because of how you get out of Act 3.
Right.
I just don't think you can save, but
Right.
so that's why I leave it up to you guys. We can either stop here and I can start going into the I can start going into the commands, or we can keep going. And
I'm up for whichever.
all right, I mean, let's keep going then.
Okay. I have the list pulled up.
All right.
Depression of our childhood.
You're good. One, 20.
Oh.
Should I press?
I want to, just to see what happens.
It's just done it. Too.
Heart. Misfortune. Great fun. I wish it was.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. It's just adding another one. Creeper emojis. Memories. Family. Together. Sing. Hope. Amazing.
Sayori.
That's what I meant. I meant Sayori.
Hey, look what's in the background.
What is it?
Not just that, take a closer look.
Oh, Sayori hanging.
It's Sayori hanging. Yeah, it's the Sayori hanging scene.
Ooh, okay.
That is, from what I understand, is actually a rare.
Probably because we chose Sayori's words.
Hi, Usagi. I've been waiting for you.
That really creeps me out.
You're not wrong.
Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today.
Monica, I told you not to. Is she really late again?
And consider it as usual, Natsuki.
Excuse me?
Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling?
What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl will be nice this time. So,
Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machines or something? Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination.
imagine if they introduced another girl. Right.
Right. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Usagi, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Usagi is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. She's not wrong. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Long legs. That is, you get that in Act 1 as well. She's got legs. Yeah, she's Stacy Keebler.
Did Yuri leave you again?
No, it's not like that. This time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding.
10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her.
I'm getting the notions.
Okay. Also, trigger warning.
Trigger warning!
Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway.
Huh, huh,
What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm back.
It's like it all got reversed.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Thanks for waiting patiently. Usagi, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything's fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway.
Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Usagi. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Usagi, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Eh? Why is that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Ah, sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading?
Yes, I have terrible reading posture.
That's not why you're backwards.
I believe it. So that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book.
Do we find out later why it is?
No, it's never, I don't believe it's ever actually said, but, I mean, it's one of those things where, from what I've understood from women who have bigger,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep. And the reading posture doesn't help with it in that regard, trust me.
Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit together, the wall, teacups at our sides. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Almost.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus.
Sure you do.
Because now I have to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing.
Awesome.
She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
Ah, that's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages.
Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it.
Eh?
Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Usagi?
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. The music cut off.
I can't... Usagi.
Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over.
Usagi. My heart. My heart won't stop pounding, Usagi. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Usagi?
Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest.
Why is this happening to me?
Ooh, the sound of a heartbeat.
I believe it. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop.
Oh no. Oh no.
It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you.
Ah. Hyper realistic eyes.
It's time to share poems.
Thankfully, that was broken. Thankfully, that was broken.
You're right. Well, what was the song? Oh wait, Jeepers Creepers. Where'd you get those peepers? Is it? I was thinking that one. One was like prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye. All right, so Natsuki. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, But that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. Just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with her, Yuri, and it really hurts to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now, I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you can, do something. So please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please, try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now. And that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend that I give you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Glitch. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Usagi? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Natsuki, you tried. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. It's the only option. Just Monica. Just Monica. Who should I show my poem to next? Hashtag just Monica. Well, at least I think so. I don't know. Monica next.
Usagi, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I worked really, really hard on this poem, so I hope that it's effective. Here goes. Jeez, that really startled me. Well, I guess I kind of messed up at writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's just move on.
You okay?
Yeah. Finally.
Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath.
I love it. I love everything about it. Usagi, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please?
Sure, I don't care.
You're too nice to me, Usagi. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right?
Yuri holds my poem to her chest.
I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. Oh, I'm not reading that.
Yeah. We'll move past this one too.
Yeah. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it.
Yeah, and there's weird noises going on too.
Well, I believe it.
Oh, speaking of weird noises, I couldn't.
You could have muted the
Muted.
mic.
I could have muted the mic.
Bonk. Oh well.
Hi, I'm J Rat.
Sorry, y'all.
Okay, let's hit continue.
Sometimes we forget that.
Ah,
Sometimes we forget that the whole internet can work. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about.
yep.
More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent.
Okay.
See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? That's that. I think I'm going to vomit.
Yes or no?
Doesn't matter.
I don't think so. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room.
Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Stagnating air is common for shadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can. Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. Eh? What about Usagi? Usagi is going to help me.
Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica.
Sorry, but that's just how it is.
Like heck it is. What are you trying to pull?
I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands.
Mine too.
What, your cupcakes? Please.
Like you would know. All you care about is all you care about now is dragging Isagi around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica.
Hey, I didn't even do anything.
Okay then, why not let Usagi decide who to help instead of abusing your power?
I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica.
Just let Usagi make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine.
Jeez. Usagi, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just...
Natsuki, shut your mouth and let him decide for himself.
You shut your mouth.
Oh, for goodness sake. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay?
I was wondering how they were going to do that.
How do they normally...
So, on the computer version, when you get it from Steam, you have to use your clicker for everything, and or for the not for because you can hit like enter space for the text, but to select stuff you have to use your mouse, and your mouse is starts like on the top one,
Oh.
and when you move it down to Yuri or Monica, it like forces it back up.
Oh. Okay. So which one do you have to choose?
You have to choose Monica.
Oh, okay, so...
And that's what happens if you don't choose Monica.
Oh, wow.
If you somehow are able to get it to not choose Monica, your choices become Monica, 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 Monica. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Monica.
Good job.
What?
Not choosing Monica.
I was wondering if I could.
You did! Yay, you picked me. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you?
Are you freaking kidding me? This isn't fair at all.
It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Usagi for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Usagi away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others?
Natsuki's mouth was like,
Yeah. And then I see Yuri's face. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered unaliving yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health.
Yuri, you're scaring me a little.
Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask?
Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door.
Hey, Usagi. Yuri is really something, isn't she?
Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door.
Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Usagi, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica.
The heavy breathing in that ear.
I believe it. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good my whole life.
There's a small little like evil laugh too.
I believe it. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to unalive if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But it feels so good. But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Usagi. I have to tell you.
And that is where we are going to save. This is just me making sure. Okay, cool. Now we can come back to it. Because that is where she is about to do the confessing. And that leads to the Act 3, yeah. That's just the 3 special poems. Hey, the closet in the club room, best known as the storage for Natsuki's manga collection. A sketch page by David to test and compare different uniform styles. The characters featured are arbitrary designs by David for the purpose of testing the uniforms. In Act 2, select a corrupt word during the poem game.
Good job.
And just to make sure.
Have a nice weekend.
Unable to open, have a nice weekend. Oh, and Happy Thoughts is gone. That's
Back up. Meeting notes. Test.
timeline test case for new genetic model.
Meeting overtime. You know who went on too many tangents again. I need to be more assertive about staying focused. You're not going to be able to open it. If it looks like a page with writing or with lines, you can open it.
Okay. Interesting. This was cool to see the concepts, right? Alright, so we're going to end it there. Thank you for all your help, my love.
You're welcome, buddy. Like I said, I'm surprisingly having fun with this.
I'm surprised you're having fun with it too.
It's very much not something I would
Normally do.
actively seek out, but
It's probably just because we're doing it together.
probably.
Alright, y'all. I hope that you had a good time.
Would you have the bottle of water, please? Thank you.
I hope you had a good time. Let's see. This is Saturday. Tomorrow, we will be live again at 7 p.m. Central Time for our continued playthrough of the free Chapter 1 and 2 demo of Deltarune.
Oh yeah.
So I hope that you guys will join me again for that. Honestly, I'm not even going to worry about ads. They don't seem to be affecting anybody. So, y'all are making the game even better with the honestly great and immersive voice acting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, you can't just say that. It's not like I like it when you say stuff like that or anything.
It's not like I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah, it's not like I appreciate the compliment. Baka. Let's go ahead and get into our commands, and then I will send you guys out. We're not gonna do a raid tonight since we did the overtime. So, starting off with, as always, we are sponsored. Sorry, Jay Natsuki 87. Natsuki. I know it's not Natsuki. I used to think it was Natsuki, and that's what I would always say is Natsuki. Then someone told me it was. I looked up on YouTube for a Japanese guy, and he's like, it's actually pronounced Natsuki. Anyways,
Just like Asuka is Asuka.
anyways, yes, we are sponsored by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He has blessed both me and my wife extremely greatly. We want to make sure that we return his blessings by giving him all the honor, glory, credit, and praise that he rightfully deserves.
I don't know if Jesus would want his name on this one though. But he loves us.
Fair. Um, if you didn't already know, it is still Small Business Saturday. And one of the ways that you can help our small business is remembering that she's a Mary Kay consultant. You can grab that link and get your very own Mary Kay products through that link. You can also find contact information should you have any questions. Feel free to contact her about business questions. She will try to answer them to the best of her ability, and if she can't, she'll find somebody who can. So remember, they make great Christmas presents. So feel free to help her small business by getting your Mary Kay stuff.
Yeah. And don't forget Cyber Monday.
And Cyber Monday as well. We also want to give a huge thank you. Thank you to everybody that joined us today. It means so much to me that you guys take time out of your busy days to come and hang out with me and my wife. Also, a huge thank you to our supporters, starting with my hashtag wonderful wife, Firebyrd10, our amazing friends Nick and T, our subscriber Dylan Taylor 4, our two guys who've helped out in other ways, Sean and Steve, and the digital artist responsible for our logo, Z Fire Incorporated. Y'all, thank you again for everything. Discord! We have one of those. If you have not joined our Discord, feel free to grab that link that my wife has posted into the chat. We've got tons of chat rooms. That's where important announcements are made, important decisions are done, the wrestling results are posted, and we just love to see you there. Yeah. Another place that we would love to see you is YouTube. If you'd like to catch up on some of the past live streams, feel free to grab that link and join us over on YouTube. Since it is all free, I do ask, if you don't mind, give the channel a subscribe, give the videos a like, and a comment. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm, and they let me know you're coming from Twitch. If full-on videos aren't quite your speed, then you can grab that link and join us over on TikTok, where I have been posting highlight videos. Again, I do ask, since it's all free, if you don't mind, give that channel a follow, give those videos a like, and a comment, because comments are also good for the TikTok algorithm. Last but not least, y'all, if there's a specific game that you would like to see me play, chances are I probably want to play it myself. The issue is I don't have the money to buy more games. So if you wouldn't mind giving a donation or something like that and helping helping me get that game, I will be more than happy to play it for you. With that said, ways that you can help support the stream are now in the chat. Other than me asking for help, if for specific games that you would like to see me try, nothing is ever really required, but everything is very much appreciated. With that, I am JRabbit87. She is Firebyrd10. And I hope you all have a very good night.
Thanks so much for joining the stream of the rabbit. I hope you had a good time, but now it's time to say good night. Hope to see you all again. Yeah, come back to watch the rabbit. Yeah, let's watch the rabbit, bringing entertainment to me and you. Come watch the rabbit, let's watch the rabbit. It's not hard to do, having lots of fun.